Hey everybody, this is Rido and we're about back to Dirt 3. So let's hop back into this. It's honestly felt like much more of a longer journey than it actually has been. So I looked at all of the recordings I've made so far and we kind of breezed through all of these. And see, this Team Yokohama, compared to even the highest car objectives of 1100 rep. Like, maybe it's easier to get 1100 rep, but how would I even know, because I don't know what the objective bonus is. I would have to choose it, and can you get these objective bonuses multiple times? For instance, if it's drive up to 65 miles per hour, I could do that 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 times in a short race. And if that got me a lot of points, oh, here we're gonna start with this again. Hopefully I can pass this. It's a new day for me, so this is my first recording of the day. That didn't work. Let's see, I don't think I can do the spin. And see, that's as much spin as I can even do. And I'm at 6th right now. A little bit of a drift there. Jump. Smash. I'm down to 3. Let's go ahead and hit these. Jump through here. Down to 2. I've got 18 seconds more. Let's go ahead and hit these things. I'm up to 1. Let's see if we, in the next 4 seconds, can just do this. And end with the donut.
That was awesome. You gotta show that to the world. Put it on YouTube.
So, a pretty pathetic, what are these called? Gymkhana event? Sprint event. Pretty pathetic, and still first place on easy. And apparently they want me to do it again, which seems very odd. Seems very, very strange that they'd want me to do it twice. So I'm gonna do this, and then I'm gonna try to hit these, and then let's go ahead and try to hit as many of these things as possible. See, the layout's a little bit different here, but not enough. And I just kind of want to hit this and then drift and fail and then fail some more. Gotta stay within that. Let's hit this one and move on. Good jump. Let's hit this. Let's go ahead and try to drift a little bit here. And I'm just all over the place. It really feels like there's enough smash things here for more than enough. Because the smash itself is enough points, I bet, on the field. So, look, we gotta restart the round, I suppose. Let's try to be a little bit better here, but pretty pathetic run. I don't know if I would have ended up on first place anyways, but I think part of the problem here is just a total lack of control. And like, don't even bother trying to drift into that. A little bit of donuts. Hitting. I'm like not going anywhere fast enough. There's 9,000 smash. Let's go ahead and see if we can drift through this. See if we can drift through this. See if we can spin. We can't. Alright, so moving forward. Get as much height as possible here. Hit this. Hit this. Hit this. And just... It seems like smashing in total doesn't matter. Like, it seems like I can just keep on smashing, and now I'm up to first place. And so, the truth is, you don't have to do anything, do you? On casual, you can just drive around and hit the squares. And that's more than enough. Sure, it's not getting me a crazy combos. And sure, maybe there is something you could unlock for that. Maybe if you got more points, you'd get more rep at the end, but I don't think so. Let's look at the end results and see. So while you might do really, really well in one performance, yeah, the number of points doesn't add up to anything. It's just unused flashbacks and whether I had gotten the car challenge, and I didn't get the car challenge.
You've qualified for the finals. Only one race to go before the Summer X Games.
That means big races, big names, and big TV coverage. Exactly what a driver on the rise is looking for.
Now, see, I'm uncertain of whether the X Games are going to be more Gymkhana games or not. Come back over here and just continue to use the same car. I'm going to use the same car probably, or the same 2 or 3 cars probably for the entire game. And they've done a terrible job.
Really well. You seem stable on your corner entry. I think we've got the brake bias set just right. This one should be fine.
So he adjusted our brake bias. Which, honestly, with the assisted throttling and all that, a brake bias. No, they didn't even adjust that. It's the exact same middle position. And I guess the brake bias is how much do you brake the front wheels versus the back wheels, and right now it's set to brake them both the same amount.
Easy left, long, 60.
Now I'm not at 60.
Easy right, over crest, 80.
And I'm not at 80.
Medium right.
Do they mean 60 degrees, 80 degrees?
40.
40 degrees,
left,
maybe?
long. Into crest.
I guess I'm gonna try to throttle myself a little
Medium
bit.
right, keep in. Crest, jump, medium right, long.
Crest, jump, medium right, long.
Medium left. Easy right, cut into easy left. Easy
When
right,
she says
keep in.
cut, should I
Crest, jump,
cut
into
my
medium
acceleration?
right.
Is that what they mean?
Easy left into medium left.
See, that point
Medium
where I
right cut.
needed to slow down just now, like right here,
left,
doesn't make
keep
any
in.
sense.
jump into easy right.
The problem here
100,
is what
jump
she's
into
saying is not
Easy
enough
right,
information.
easy
I
left.
don't feel, even if I understood what she was saying,
60,
it still feels like
Easy left.
I would have to drive this race
80, keep mid.
multiple times
Into medium right.
and memorize most of the curves and turns myself before I even tried to make a
Into
medal
medium right
on
opens.
a higher difficulty.
Over jump under bridge.
Over
Medium
jump
left.
under bridge.
Easy right. Cut.
And I guess being under the bridge means
Easy
there's
left.
less snow on the ground, so there's slightly
right,
different
into.
friction,
Medium left.
maybe.
Over finish.
And see, it kind of feels like a waste that we've made it this far, and I still don't know anything about rally car racing. I'm more confused after playing this game about what I thought rally car racing was than when I started. Because I specifically thought rally car racing was just a race like what we just did. Although I thought that there was a pace car that sets a time and that you're supposed to be driving to match that time. And if you go over or under, you're penalized. I've seen no example of that at all. And it's not like the pace car is racing with you. The pace car runs the track like before you the day before,
100.
or maybe you run the track the day before and set your own pace, and maybe that's why we sometimes do these races twice in a row. But usually when we do the races
Cut into easy
twice
right,
in a
don't
row,
cut.
they're different races. They've changed the path.
Easy left. Into crest, jump, 40.
And
Easy left, over crest.
because
into medium right.
casual is so easy that all you really have to do is hold down the
40.
acceleration.
Easy right.
I'm crashing into this car.
Easy left,
Uh,
tightens. 80. Easy left into easy right.
Because it's so easy, it feels like I'm just
Easy right.
in like a daycare system,
Medium left,
like
long.
as opposed to an actual school. For a little kid, it feels like
Easy
they're
right,
just
under bridge, 60.
just letting me succeed and giving me no challenge
Easy
and
left, over crest,
and
easy right.
and telling me I'm doing a great
Medium
job,
left.
but it's all just pandering and untrue. I would rather be
Hairpin right.
I would rather be schooled here, literally. I'd rather them to say, no, you're not driving right, and this is why you're not driving right, and this is what you should have done instead. And
Medium left, very long.
it's just not doing that. The little feedback we get is just that the muffler seems to shoot out sparks when we flood the
Medium
engine
right, over crest,
and
jump.
with the auto throttling, but it happens so instantly
Medium left,
that
into medium
that
left.
all I can do is react to the engine already being
100
flooded, which
uphill,
is I
stay
assume what
mid.
that sparks mean, and I could be wrong
Easy
about
left,
that too.
easy right.
Again, I don't know that much about cars,
40, easy right.
but
Over finish.
I have no indication before the sparks that I'm doing it wrong. And see, I could just be making first place because I'm setting a pace, the fastest pace, and then maintaining the fastest pace the second race. I don't know. That could just be what's going on. And it's real easy to maintain a pace if you just go flat out and have auto throttling and auto acceleration and everything with you. Are we seeing some new locations in Norway? I think we are. It's been long enough now that I've at the very least forgotten the repetitious tracks that we were doing before. I mean, if we went back to the smelter, I would probably be able to tell you, oh yeah, this is the smelter. But this looks good.
Easy left.
Now, I would reinforce that
Medium right into
it
easy
seems
left
like
cut.
they could have easily fixed the
Easy
number
right
of
under
races
bridge.
by just having different
Into crest,
seasons
jump.
on the
Easy left
roads.
tightens. Into hairpin right.
And that way there's a winter
40.
style roads with snow
Medium
and
left
a
over
rain
bridge.
style race and a
40.
sunny and dry style
Easy
race.
right into. Easy right, don't cut.
Nah, that would be probably a little bit weird
Jump.
to have like a
60.
different tournaments at different
left, cut.
times, but I think is also what
Jump.
drivers
Medium
would
right.
want. Norway
Medium
isn't
left
always
long
going to be
into.
covered in snow,
Medium
or
right.
even if it is, they should just
Medium
fictionalize
right
it a
over
little bit.
crest. Medium left long. Crest, jump into. Easy right.
Press
80.
jump into an easy right.
Easy right.
And you can tell that these audio clips are just
Into
being
easy
cut and
left into
pasted.
village.
Cut and
40
pasted.
to finish.
It works fine enough though.
A podium finish. What could be better?
Yeah, this is really something to be proud of, mate.
And let's see, we got 2 objectives, so we're almost to 18. At this rate, we probably would make it to... Let's see, speed run. This will be interesting.
Welcome to your first speed run. Precision and speed is the key to this challenge. You need to hit all the gates in sequence as fast as you can. Keep it cool, but don't forget to keep your eye on the clock.
This will be interesting. This is something we haven't really tried to do before. With auto throttling and everything. They probably will turn all of that
Okay,
off.
keep it smooth and steady, just like the last race.
So, mostly this is gonna evolve around not crashing. Hopefully I get the green line, because I could easily go in the wrong direction too at this rate. As long as the current corners aren't too difficult, let's see. So we've got to go here, and then I'm backing off the acceleration so I don't crash into things too much. Knock over some barriers. Up. And how much time do we have? A minute. And that's
Bronze
a
medal.
cool place
Nice
to
going.
do it. So could I shave another 8 seconds off of this? Honestly, I don't even really care to. Like, if I could go all the way full out through this and really hit everything and not crash, and just had way more control than I really do with that car. Maybe I could get it up to silver, but I don't think I'm gonna get to gold. And what's the difference, really? Because even if I got that up to gold, I've still yet to even succeed at getting anything here. And because of that, it kind of sucks. Let's see. And you have to pull out the tricks in a order there, and so yeah, I'm never gonna get that done. So let's do the finals instead. Let's just save ourselves some time and move forward. Same old cars.
Okay, mate.
It
Ready to go?
kills the idea of having so many cars in the game when the system pushes you to use the first car. And I am almost certain this is sponsorship or DLC that I just got because I have the complete collection of Dirt 3, which is what you would get if you bought it on Steam, almost certainly. And either way that works, you're just never gonna drive the other cars, and not until you get to the maximum level and there's no more other cars to unlock. I guess after that point the rep system doesn't matter. Alright, now boy do I not feel like I'm rally car racing here. This is a much faster vehicle with a spoiler. Giant spoiler in the back. Spoilers are used to create downforce on your tires so that you get more friction so that you can accelerate more. And see, I'm going 120 right now, 122. And still have the auto throttling going on, but in a lot less corners and demand for it. Also, notice we're driving on a road, and when we hit the road, what we can all of a sudden do a lot faster than when we're usually driving on snow or dirt paths, which is what we're on now. Now I recognize this Michigan track again, but maybe it's been changed a little bit. I wonder if you could effectively make a cut and paste system where sections just connect into other sections. If you went into tunnels, I suppose you could do that a lot, but you would also have to find other ways besides tunnels to cut and paste one part of a track from one map into another part of a track. Wow, the background there looked like it just flipped in the far background. That wasn't supposed to happen. That looked like a visual glitch. But at the end of the day, as long as I can keep my eyes on the road and there's no stuttering or lagging or anything like that happening in the actual gameplay sections, I think this is technically speaking a flawless game, or close to a flawless game, perhaps it's better to say. Like, I can't really complain if the trees to the left or right of me don't look as good as they could, because what's way more important is that the car looks good and the car is driving well and the road in front of me is visible and looks acceptable. My focus really needs to just be on the cars and the racetrack. Everything else on the sides is just atmosphere building. You could probably make a great argument that there aren't enough variety of trees, enough detail of the trees or anything like that, but it's not a realistic argument. A better argument would just say, when you look at the people, often the same models are grouped right next to each other, and they could have way more models of people on the sidelines. Way more models there. But Again, that's such a minor nitpick. And so we're gonna do this at dusk. I wonder if they've ever done any studies to say that flooding your engine or having it full actually gets you a better start time, and thus accelerating while it probably on some microscopic scale does help, just having it already in perpetual motion and warmed up and adjusted to the temperature fluctuations that will happen within an engine. Revving your engine probably is the right move, but it doesn't really seem like it matters too much. I'm getting a level of speed here that I kind of wish I had been seeing in the game from the beginning. This feels much more like a regular just racing game, except for the auto throttling in the curves. I would prefer the auto throttling to be off and just let me spin off into the curves, because for as much as it slows me down, I could just easily bounce off a wall and continue. Probably would want some more bounciness in a racing game too, something closer to a Mario Kart Kids style game than a realistic world perspective of what happens when you crash into a wall. And it's still incredibly easy. Incredibly easy. It would be nice if we could race a train as one race, just like a downright 3, 2, 1, go. The train starts going, you start going, and you see who's faster. Although it would have to be the train is already sped up to its top speed, and then you have to accelerate and beat it. Because if both the train and the car started at a dead stop, then you would always beat a train. And drag racing would be nice too. Those are little elements you could probably put in any game, even though that's not really rally car. Just have it as a tutorial or as a testing facility thing. I feel like I'm getting throttled a lot on this track. Probably because it's just dirt roads everywhere. And I'm trying to get up to speed to get the mission objective, but that might be the real kicker here, is there may be very well races where you can't get up to 122 miles per hour, and thus you can't get the car bonus objective. And it may be incredibly easier. I should play with one of the other cars next time that just has an objective of 1,000 to see what that is, and see if it's easier to get. Because I'm doing 3 races on average nowadays, and doing 3 races on average isn't turning it into... So, did we succeed? Or is there one more race? They didn't even say anything. So I did about 3 races and I got 3 bonus objectives somehow. Interesting. But I still need to really try something else. Just for a little bit. Incredibly less fanfare here. They didn't say anything at all for getting first in the final. Nothing at all. Wow. So we have Oakley Superstars and then the battle in Tokyo. And the X Games are already halfway unlocked. And so we're going to have a Rally X Heat and a Gymkhana Heat. And I don't know what the other two are going to be at all. This is probably going to be the final, and this is probably going to be a medal thing, if I was to guess, though. Well, anyways, that's going to be it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want a friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.